Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
What's up, GAT Gunner here, and this is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Now this is a game I kind of been wanting to feature on the channel for quite some time. I just kept putting it off, and honestly I just kind of forgot about it after a while. But the sequel to this game, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, actually got announced not too long ago, so figured now is a pretty good time to feature this game. If you're not familiar with this game, it's basically like a Super Smash Bros. Clone. It just features Nickelodeon characters, old and new. You can see there's some on the screen right now. You have SpongeBob, you have Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Danny Phantom, Sandy, and Reptar. There's a whole bunch more. So yeah, it plays... The rules of this game is much like Smash Brothers, but it's a little bit different too. It feels different, so I wouldn't say it's exactly the same. So we're just gonna go to arcade mode and just do a quick run through. I'm not gonna do like a whole series on this game. There really isn't a point. Then we're just gonna pick SpongeBob. We're just gonna pick him, and I think we could do well on medium. I think we'll be fine. So yeah, we're just gonna do a quick run through arcade mode, and alright, let's start at the beginning. It looks like we're gonna go to Jellyfish Fields and fighting Lucy Loud from the Loud House. That's a newer Nickelodeon show, so I'm not familiar with it, but of course I grew up with SpongeBob. And yeah, they have intro quotes. There's an immediate problem I have with the intro quotes, in that the characters don't really talk to each other. They say things, but they don't really talk to each other, and it's just kind of weird. And apparently that was a limitation that Nickelodeon had, was that the characters could not be out of character, so they couldn't like directly reference each other or talk to each other. And I don't know, it kind of pulls you out of it, because it's like, well, what's the point? So yeah, as you guys could probably see, now that I'm not complaining about, you know, the intro dialogue, is that, you know, you have different sorts of attacks. You have your basic attack. You have your, like, heavy attack, kind of like your smash attacks for Smash Brothers. Like SpongeBob has his net. Ooh. Hold on. He's got his net. Tried to smack her with the net, but she's got me. And then there's special moves, like he's blowing bubbles, and of course, holding a direction changes what attacks you do. Okay, she knocked me down once. So we have 3 lives, and the first person that, you know, basically knocks the other person off 3 times wins, so. Uh-oh, fuck. Maybe I should have dumbed it down, because it's been a little bit since I played this, but, yeah, I'm not exactly a pro at this game. Like, I'm not a pro Smash Brothers player, but, you know, I played this quite a bit when it first came out. One thing I want to point out is that this game actually did not have voice acting when it first came out, so I kind of wanted to point that out, you know, when I planned to play this game for the channel originally, like seriously. In fact, I have a clip on my channel that I recorded on my own time and just put the clip on the channel. It has no commentary, but it's just gameplay footage of me playing this game. And yeah, there's like no voice acting, and that really, you know, these characters have such iconic voices that, you know, really launching this game without it voice acting really was like, it wasn't good. It was a mark against this game, I would say. Okay, gotta be serious now. All right. Oh boy. Yeah, you could stun other characters by countering, you know, with their hard attacks. I think their smash attacks, if you want to call them that. I don't know. I hope I do well. I don't. Oh boy. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, okay. Use my super spatula from the first episode of SpongeBob. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright. Oh boy. A bit rusty, but hopefully I shake off the rust. And every now and then, in arcade mode, you get a branching path, so I could fight Toph at, I have no idea what this map is, or I could fight Reptar at, I guess this is New York City from TMNT, so, I guess we'll fight Toph from, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Alright. So, yeah, I don't think I've seen this show. I haven't seen...
Sounds to me like you're scared.
I haven't seen every Nickelodeon show. Is this a Rocko's Modern Life reference? I don't know. Looks like it might be, but I never watched Rocko's Modern Life. I did not really start watching Nickelodeon until about early 2000s, so like I'm familiar with some of the 90s shows. Like I've watched Hey Arnold, I've watched Rugrats, I've watched SpongeBob. So I'm familiar with some of these old shows, but honestly, if it like premiered before like the 2000s or premiered like after the 2000s, chances are I haven't seen it. So yeah, that's the thing. Like I think I've seen like maybe a little bit of Rocko's Modern Life, and I've seen like one episode of Ren and Stimpy. But yeah, having an easier time against Toph than I had with Lucy Loud. So I don't know what that says. Uh-oh. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. Come on. Just gotta knock her off. I did watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. That's a good show. Ooh boy, just launched her off. You could taunt. SpongeBob has his sarcastic chicken taunt for his taunt. Don't know if you saw it right there. Oh yeah, you can block in this game too. I just haven't been doing it. I will say one thing. One thing I like about Smash Brothers blocking animation is that it shows a force field. So it's like you can easily tell when somebody's blocking. This game, not so much. And I kind of wish they would have had something like that for this game. I remember people were trying to hype this up as being the Smash Brothers killer, because when this game was released, I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, I got knocked off. Okay. But yeah, there was still DLC being released for Smash Brothers Ultimate, and for some reason, there's something about the Smash Brothers franchise, especially when it comes to like DLC characters and things, that really gets people like acting nuts. And it's like, I don't know, there's people just unsatisfied with Ultimate, despite the fact that it's a great game in my opinion, and I think a lot of people like it, but you have one or two people out there that just don't like it. I think another reason why people don't like it, not just the DLC deal, because, you know, some people just want certain characters as DLC, and then they'll get really mad if they don't get those characters, but I'm gonna be charitable. Actually, not just charitable, I have to be fair. A lot of people just don't like Smash Brothers games past Melee, because Melee was a game that people just really learned and really got good at. And so they pretty much want every Smash Brothers game to basically be Melee again. And, I don't know, Sakurai, for some reason, Masahiro Sakurai, the lead developer for the Smash Brothers series, he's insistent on giving every Smash Brothers game its own identity, I think. And so yeah, we've never got Melee 2.0, which a lot of people want. I will say this though, I really do think Nintendo should like re-release like an HD version of Melee for the Switch or something. Because I know a lot of people will buy it. I'll buy it. I'm not a pro Melee player because I remember to shower every day. That's a joke, y'all. But anyway, yeah, I'm not exactly a pro Melee player, and I'm not the kind of guy that'll complain about like every Smash Brothers game not being like Melee. But I do like retro games. I would say that I'm a retro gamer, and yeah, I'd totally buy it, because, you know, all these retro games, man, I think there's only a certain % of games that are like readily playable. I think I remember reading an article that's saying like there's only a certain amount of video games, a certain percentage. I don't remember which percentage. That's actually a pretty low percentage. That's like only a small percentage of games are like readily playable. Like the rest are like not preserved, you know, not available on modern platforms. You kind of have to get an old console or even like an older PC to he knocked me up in the air. But yeah, you just sort of have to have some of these older consoles to play some of these older games, because they haven't been officially released anywhere, and Not unless you want to go the emulation route, but that's very, it's very morally, no, not morally, but just legally in a gray area to do that. I wouldn't say it's morally in a gray area. In my opinion, I think emulation would only be a problem if it comes to like modern games that are available on modern platforms. Like, yeah, you kind of don't need a, well, like, download a ROM from a website. More like, I guess if you back up a game that you own, you know, that should be fine. But anyway, it would just be great to have Melee on a modern platform. All right, so now we have Hugh Neutron in this Last Airbender theme stage. I don't know which one. Or Obelina from Ah Real Monsters in the Loud House stage. I don't know, I kind of want to fight Hugh Neutron. I know Hugh Neutron's voice actor really campaigned to have Hugh Neutron being put into this game. And I think it's funny that he actually got in. And I will say one good thing about this, now that they've added voice acting to this game, they got a lot of the original voice actors to reprise their roles, which is really cool. I know there's some that they couldn't get, like Nigel Thornberry is a playable character in this game. Of course, he was voiced by Tim Curry. Yes, that Tim Curry in The Wild Thornberrys. But, of course, Tim Curry is basically retired from acting. I think he had a stroke and is really unable to act. And besides, he's, well, Tim Curry, so I don't think they would have been able to get him again. So yeah, they had to recast him. Obelina's voice actress, I shall say, passed away quite some time ago. So she had to be recast. But yeah, for the most part, they got the original cast back, which is really good. I know when Warner Brothers announced multiverses, one of the selling points that they did was mention that the game had voice acting, and they also got a lot of the original characters' voice actors to come back, for the most part, including the late Kevin Conroy as Batman, which it's great to get Kevin Conroy back, but it makes me wonder about the future of that game. If they're gonna keep his voice acting or recast him, because technically that game was still in open beta. Like, they actually shut down multiverses now, and they're gonna like give it a proper release in the future. So yeah, I'm just curious how they're gonna do that. I mean, I'd like if they like kept Kevin Conroy's voice, but I know if they're gonna keep adding characters and keep adding like voice lines for like character interactions, it's either gonna severely limit how much the Batman character will be able to interact with the newer characters, or they're gonna have to get a sound-alike, or just simply recast and have the new actor redo all the lines, which I don't know. Because Kevin Conroy was the definitive Batman voice, and it's like, unfortunately, he's no longer with us, so any Batman project in the future, you know, won't feature any of his voice acting at all, so. Well, it's not like he was the only one that voiced Batman, but, you know what I mean. Like, if they ever decide to make a, you know, another Arkham series game, that isn't just Suicide Squad, because that is technically an Arkham game, and Kevin Conroy is voicing Batman in that. What if they ever make another proper Arkham game? You know, it's not going to feature his involvement, unfortunately. Okay. Hugh Neutron is proving to be kind of a pain in the ass. Oh boy, come on. Oh boy. Yeah. I know if there's any of you pro Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl players out there, you're probably like, oh god, this guy sucks. And yeah, I do suck. I'm not a pro at this game, and like I said, I haven't really played this game much, you know, since it's, you know, I played it a lot during its release around that time, but haven't really played it much since then, so yeah. I think I did get the DLC for this game, I think. Did I get the DLC? I don't remember. I may have. There's only 3 DLC characters. There was Hugh Neutron Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life, and Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot, and those were the paid DLC. There's other, like, post-launch characters that weren't necessarily... I wouldn't call them... I don't know if they'd be counted as DLC, but Garfield and Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were post-launch characters that were added for free. So I don't know why those were free and everyone else wasn't. I don't know if there was a reasoning for that. I'm hoping the sequel is better than this. Like this, I wouldn't say this is a bad game, but it's definitely not the Smash Brothers killer that everybody was trying to hype this up to be. Like, yeah, people were pissed at Masahiro Sakurai and Smash Brothers for whatever godforsaken reason they thought up of, but you know, this doesn't beat Ultimate. I'm just gonna be honest. It just doesn't beat Ultimate. It's a good game, and I think it's really neat that they made a party fighting game with classic Nickelodeon characters and modern ones. But yeah, it's. I mean,
SpongeBob versus Sandy.
This is a game that was ultimately made by a small developer.
Always
and,
follow your heart.
You know,
your heart is bad with directions.
SpongeBob.
Get away now!
Get ready.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. SpongeBob and Sandy are from the same show. Why don't they really interact with each other? That wouldn't be out of character, but... Sorry, I got a little sidetracked. But there's just no way in hell that this game would ever try to beat, you know, Ultimate. Smash Brothers Ultimate. It's just... Yeah, Sandy's kicking my ass. This is very much in universe. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, but this game was never gonna beat Smash Brothers. I mean, this game was made by a small developer and backed by a company that honestly seemed to put very strict restrictions on what they could do. You know, like, they have to be in character, they have to do this, they have to do that. Whereas Smash Brothers is... Ultimate was published by Nintendo and developed by Bandai Namco, excuse me. And, yeah. Also, the lead developer was Masahiro Sakurai, who worked on Kirby, Smash Brothers, Kid Icarus Uprising, and other big Nintendo projects, so it's like comparing apples to oranges, I guess, but like superior apples to not so good oranges. Okay, that's not nice. Because this game is good. I think the developers did a good job on this, but it's like, if you're really gonna compare this to Smash Brothers, you really have to knock it out of the fucking park, because, you know, Sakurai really did try to make Ultimate, literally the ultimate Smash Brothers game. Like, there's a reason why he went out of his way to make sure that every character that had appeared in Smash Brothers, you know, up to that point, made a return. Like, that in and of itself is a Herculean task. And it's like, they really tried to make, like, if they never made any more Smash Brothers games, Ultimate would be like the perfect, like the perfect final game for that franchise. Of course, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make more, because the Smash Brothers series it prints money, you know? Because Nintendo goes out of its way to really knock it out of the park every time they release one, and it gets a ton of hype. People are gonna buy it regardless. Like, I know people shit on Smash Brothers Brawl on Wii because it's, well, one, it's not melee. Two, you know, it had annoying things like the tripping mechanic. But that game sold like hotcakes. People were hyped for that game too. Trust me, I was there. All right, so we can fight Katara at the Wild Thornberry stage, or we can fight April O'Neil at the Hey Arnold stage, which is what I'm gonna do. I always keep picking the top option, so I'm gonna fight April O'Neil. Also, people complained about April O'Neil's model in this game because her jumpsuit's more zipped up and less showing of her cleavage.
Right now, I have to cover the party at the Malakurian embassy tonight.
Well,
Get ready.
as much as I enjoy sexy, unfictional characters, I could kind of understand why they changed her outfit for this game. Simply because this game's made for kids, straight up. It's made for kids, and the things we got away with, or kids got away with, rather. I probably shouldn't say we, but parents are more sensitive to things these days than they were in the past. Anyway, I just knocked April off the bus.
On the air.
Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Catch you like a jellyfish. Throw some of my karate. Oh, boy. But yeah, this is weird. Like, you look at older cartoons, or older any sort of media meant for kids, and just looking at the stuff they got away with and knowing that, you know, it's just stuff that people wouldn't get away with now. Also, so people who aren't parents would also just throw shit fit over it, like adults. Adults who probably spend more time watching kids media than adult media, but yeah, I'm not one to talk because I think I watch more.
I can do this.
I think I watch more like kids stuff than adult stuff. If I'm gonna be honest. Not that I don't watch adult stuff because you know, I've seen adult programming or adult programming seems to imply pornography. What I mean is like programming meant for adults. Shows like Breaking Bad, you know. 'Cause I was really into that for when that was going on, and you know, I rewatched that like a couple months ago, and it was still one of the greatest shows ever in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I do enjoy animation. I do enjoy like cartoons and stuff, but I also recognize that a lot of the stuff you can see on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon even, that stuff's meant for kids. It's not meant for 32-year-old men. So, oh boy, oh, I need to catch up with the bus. I'm gonna miss my bus. Oh boy. Yeah, you ain't getting rid of me that easy, April. Oh boy. Okay. There's the vacant lot. Did you guys see the vacant lot? I remember the vacant lot from Hey Arnold. Oh boy. Last stage, we're fighting Shredder at Glove World. Kind of fitting that we have Shredder as the last person. This game does not have an end boss, unfortunately, so this will be the last match. But, yeah, Shredder
SpongeBob
at a SpongeBob level. Glove
Shredder.
World. Remember Glove World from the episode where SpongeBob goes to...
As fry cooks go.
Yeah, he goes to Rock Bottom, as I remember.
In this pathetically weak world,
Goes without saying, James Avery did not return for Shredder.
great power.
He unfortunately had already passed away by the time this game was in development, so yeah. Ooh boy.
You are nothing.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna. Ooh boy. Ay ay ay. So in this stage, looks like we have the roller coasters you want to avoid. Just a single car though, it looks like, so. I will say, I kind of wish they used more music from the TV shows for the stages. I don't know, like they pick decent music that sort of get the feel for the stage, but it's like when you have like a game like this, which is based on Nickelodeon shows, it's like it's more than just the characters that make the show. It's pretty much everything. It's the locales, it's the sounds, it's the music. So when this game just premiered with just like the characters in the stage, is like, really? Is that it? Like, Super Smash Bros. On an N64 back in 1999 had more fan service. And that game was a pretty inexpensive, bare bones game, comparatively speaking, but you know, this game came out, what, 2019? No, it had to have been 2021. Yeah, because I had just started doing Let's Plays. I think this game did come out in 2021. Yeah, totally. So,
What a hit.
yeah, people thought this would be the Smash Brothers killer. It was like, it could, like, yeah, sure, if Smash Brothers didn't grow past, you know, Smash Brothers 64 in 1999, yeah, this game would totally be better than that, but I'll be honest with you, I think I prefer Smash Brothers N64 to this one. And it's not that this game is bad. I think the developers, again, did a very good job. It's just, you know, I guess part of the problem is that you really shouldn't compare this game to Smash Brothers, and it was never meant to be like a competitor to that. You know, and Shredder just self-destructed.
Outstanding.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. That was arcade mode for Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl. Got some rewards. It's just like icons and stuff and background music. It's honestly nothing special.
Arcade.
So yeah, this game is honestly pretty bare bones. But, you know, it's fun. You have a battle mode. There's also sports mode. It's honestly not that great, but you also have like stock and time, self-explanatory. I guess I should have gone over this stuff in the beginning, but this is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the sequel. I hope it's a lot better. Because this game's good. Like, I see the potential, so I really hope that the sequel really brings out that potential. And really, like, even if it's still not as good as Smash Brothers, I really want it to be, like, an actual competitor and not just something people are just trying to hype up because they just happen to be mad at Masahiro Sakurai. But yeah, I think that's it for really this game. I don't see myself featuring this on the channel anymore, unless you really want me to. But other than that, that's it. If you do me a solid, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, share the video around, really would help me out a lot, and I do appreciate your support. But that's it, I'm JT Gunner, and this is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And I will see you next time, so see you later.